Stay with us, this gets deeper. Did you know that entire armies of women once struck fear into the hearts of European colonizers? For centuries, history books have largely ignored the powerful female warriors who rose across the African continent, women who defied gender roles, led armies, and fought fiercely for their people and their lands. This is the story of those extraordinary women, the Lionesses of Africa, whose courage and strategic brilliance have been deliberately erased from mainstream historical narratives. We begin in the Kingdom of Dahomey, in present-day Benin. Here, a unique military force emerged, unlike anything the world had ever seen, the Agoji, also known as the Dahomey Amazons. These were not just ordinary soldiers, they were an elite fighting force, hand-picked and rigorously trained from a young age. Their training regime was brutal, pushing them to the limits of human endurance. They learned to scale thorny acacia trees, execute complex battle formations, and develop unmatched skills in hand-to-hand combat. European observers were both terrified and fascinated by their prowess. Tales spread of their fearlessness, their unwavering loyalty to the king, and their unmatched ferocity on the battlefield. But the Agoji were more than just warriors, they were also, but here's what they never wanted you to know, deeply integrated into Dahomean society. They held positions of power, advised the king, and participated in important political decisions. Their existence challenged conventional notions of gender and power. Moving westward, we journey to Senegal, to meet Queen Ndate Yella Mbadji, a powerful ruler who fiercely resisted French colonial expansion in the 19th century. Ndate Yella was not just a queen, she was a warrior queen, a brilliant strategist, and a symbol of resistance. She understood the threat posed by the French and refused to cede her territory or her people's freedom. She skillfully navigated complex political alliances. Stay with us, this gets deeper. Rallying other local leaders to her cause. Her forces fought bravely against the superior weaponry of the French, inflicting significant losses and disrupting their plans for expansion. Ndate Yella's leadership was crucial in uniting diverse groups against a common enemy, and her legacy inspired generations of Senegalese to resist colonial rule. Beyond Dahomey and Senegal, female warriors rose up in various forms across the African continent. In Angola, Queen Njinga led a decades-long resistance against the Portuguese. In Ghana, Yasantawa bravely led the Ashanti people in the War of the Golden Stool against British colonizers. These women were not exceptions to the rule, they were part of a larger pattern of female leadership and military prowess that was prevalent throughout African history. So why have these stories been largely forgotten? For centuries, European colonizers actively sought to erase African history and culture. They understood that suppressing the achievements of African people was essential to maintaining their control. This included deliberately downplaying or ignoring the contributions of African women, particularly those who challenged their authority. Furthermore, Western historical narratives have traditionally focused on male figures and patriarchal structures, overlooking the significant roles women played in shaping their societies. The silencing of these stories has had a profound impact. It has reinforced harmful stereotypes about African women and perpetuated the myth that they were passive and powerless. It is time to reclaim these forgotten narratives and celebrate the courage, resilience, and strategic brilliance of Africa's female warriors. By understanding their stories, we can challenge existing power structures, inspire future generations, and create a more just and equitable world. Their legacy reminds us that strength, leadership, and resistance can take many forms, and that women have always been at the forefront of the fight for freedom and justice. Subscribe to Punai Afrique for more African history and wealth wisdom. Follow for more untold African stories.